A little bit of true crime on this fucking fine afternoon.
Where your kids are. Something happened with them. Now's the time.
There was blankets and they were
The title's video was Dad was found with 5 bodies in his car.
Stuck to the floor from rotten flesh and so forth. There's
Holy
something
shit.
really wrong here.
What do you describe that smell as?
It was death.
I never trusted him, and I didn't know what he was capable of.
A welfare check quickly transforms into one of the
He
most
killed
horrifying
5
investigations in
babies.
recent Florida history, leaving detectives to unravel months of deception and a
Holy
series of
shit,
crimes that
it's
seem
so
to
good. I
transcend
knew
the
you knew
very
ball.
definition of evil. In
Man,
mid-September
move on to bigger and better
2019, the
things.
Marion County
Real.
Sheriff's Office in Florida receives a call from a concerned mother
so real.
requesting a welfare check on her 32-year-old daughter, Casey Jones.
I don't know where she could be. I just don't. And it's really weird because I haven't talked to her. I only saw Mike when I had the kids.
Mike is 38-year-old Michael Wayne Jones, Casey's husband and the father of their 2 daughters, 2-year-old Mercalli and 1-year-old Ayana.
How long ago was that when you
What's
talked to her last?
5 bodies?
Her,
That's only
Yeah.
3.
like a month and a
No
half
way.
or more.
This
And
one's
it's
about to be
just weird.
so
She would
fucked
never do
up.
that, and she would never leave her kids for 2 weeks.
Casey messaged her mother a month and a half prior, asking if she could watch the 2 girls for a couple of days. However, after a few follow-up texts claiming she was sick, the visit stretched into 2 weeks, with the girls
This is
staying
sick,
until
bro.
mid-August.
I got text message from her, like, saying, how's the kids? But it didn't sound like her, like, you know, like when somebody's talking to you and you know that person,
It's fucked
even
up.
their text seems off. That's the way the text was. So I was thinking it was Mike.
Okay.
Oh,
And
damn.
from what I understand, Mike dropped
Hey,
the kids
doll.
off, which is abnormal because she
Bro,
went.
Drake only comes in here to flirt with girls, bro. I swear. Hey, is this fucking girl bothering you, doll? Leave her alone. She doesn't want to be bothered.
With him.
Right. And she didn't come and pick him up either.
Okay, so she didn't show up the 2 weeks after that to come pick him up.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Mike.
You're interrupting us? What do you mean? She's clearly sexualizing you. Fine. Guess I won't be a gentleman. Guess I'll bow out of this one. Girls never actually like nice guys. Let her. You're better than that, doll. You need a guy who won't sexualize you. And will just think about how smart you are. Okay, I can't anymore. Nah, yeah, you're cooked. You're meat and it's dinner time and she's gonna take you. I'm sorry, doll.
Came alone.
Right.
During this time, Casey's 2 sons from a previous marriage, 9-year-old Cameron and 4-year-old Preston, were staying with their
Damn.
biological father. They also returned home in mid-August, but when Cameron's birthday came and passed
Bro, how do you kill 5 people in all your family?
on September 12th, it was unusual that Casey hadn't shared her customary Facebook post.
And that was really weird because she always posts her birthday.
Now, does Michael have a Facebook name?
I think it's just Michael Jones.
Okay. And have you talked to him at all?
Some people have such basic names. Michael Jones.
No, nope. He took his messages off Facebook because everybody's trying to message him to see where Casey's at.
But the mystery doesn't end with Casey. No one has seen or heard from her 4 children
That beard
in the
is
last few weeks.
fucking
I'm just worried
terrible.
about, I don't know where they're at, you know.
There is going to be a missing persons bolo put out, okay? We're going to put her car out, we're going to put her out, and we're going to put the kids out there too. I don't want to scare you, I don't want to do any of that stuff, but what we're working with right now is there are some suspicious circumstances, so we're going to try to get ahead of that and figure everything out, okay?
I don't care
Poor
if she's mad at
kids.
me for the rest of my life. I just want to make sure her and those 4 kids are okay.
A deputy heads to Casey and Michael's home in Summerfield, Florida, only to find that the residence has been completely cleared out. However, he takes note of a dark red stain in the west bedroom, a substance that appears to be blood. The deputy then learns that an eviction process has been initiated in late August, but after speaking with 2 men who cleaned the residence, investigators begin to suspect that a dark secret may be lurking within the walls.
I went in
What?
and it was god-awful. I called Mr. and told him there's something really wrong here.
What are you saying? Because of what's
The smell.
okay? What do you describe that smell as?
It was dead.
But the front bedroom was the worst. We even joked about it being, it smells like a dead body, but I don't know what a dead body smells like.
When you went into that front bedroom,
That's fucking
in the
insane. This is
corner,
so. This is
there
a
was
dark
blankets,
one.
and they were like half stuck to the floor from rotten flesh and so forth.
The
These
disturbing
people
remark
cleaned this out and did all this, and they didn't call the cops. The cops had to come to them months later. That's nuts.
is only further suspicion. But the case would take another unexpected turn after Michael's ex-wife Sarah claimed to have seen the family at a McDonald's on Friday, September 13th, just one day before they were reported missing. However, in a voicemail left for investigators, her
It's
story
insane.
suddenly changes.
Imagine
was
cleaning
thinking more
up
about
a
it, and
murder
I actually
scene
don't-
and then not going to the cops. Are always so heartbreaking. You're such an empath, bro. You can really sympathize with people, and I think that's really interesting and fascinating how you're capable of that. Not that I'm not or anything. Does your neck hurt? Bro, look at this big ass head I have to hold up all day. Yeah, my neck's a little hurty. Listen, bro, don't point it out, okay? Just know this fucking cranium is huge.
recall seeing Casey on.
Listen, chat, you know they say about big heads. Big hands. Remember, you guys ever seen Hey Arnold? She's like, football head. You remember? It might be too young for you guys. I don't know if you saw Hey Arnold back in the day. Small brains. Bro, you fucking questioning my intelligence is quite ironic, honestly. Olga. That bitch had such an ugly name. Excuse me. You didn't watch whatchamacallit? Hey Arnold? She's chopped. Yeah, bro. Nobody want to be Olga. Bro, I used to know this one guy, bro, and he could do the Lola from Big Mouth's voice so well. Bro, I remember watching the first season of Big Mouth, and I was like, this is kind of okay, but also really weird in a lot of ways. And then that fucking show got so weird, bro. Yo, it was like gooned out. It was weird, bro. It was a weird show. To do her voice. Yeah, bro. It's an iconic voice. I hit puberty. Hey, girls go through puberty too? What the fuck? Your voice gets deeper? Your eggs drop? That's crazy, bro.
Friday, so I only can.
Our balls drop. Bro, I was honestly wondering, like, is girl puberty the same as boy puberty? Were you guys, like, mentally really unstable? Bro, when I hit puberty, listen, I'm not ashamed to admit, I kind of was a late bloomer. My voice was, like, really, like, and I already don't have a super deep voice as an adult, but my voice was, like, probably till, like, my sophomore year, really high-pitched and scratchy and squeaky up and down, and I had clear skin. I kind of looked like a, bro, I was straight up, like, or I had, like, hips for days. Let's just be real. I was looking like a little zesty festy. Anyways, um, yeah. Oh yeah, when I went through puberty, bro, I went insane for a while, bro. I got so depressed. That's honestly when I started smoking a lot of weed too. When I was going through puberty, yeah, bro. I was such an insane, like, 14, 15-year-old. That's honestly when, like, my decline hit. It was like 14, 15, bro. And I just fucking hated high school. When people say they had fun in high school, I'm just like, what are you talking about? Those fucking losers, those posers, those meaningless classes. The events that mean literally fucking nothing. It's all a dream, Chad. It wasn't even real. None of it. Who do you still talk to from high school? I'm not trying to be black pill. I really am. Damn. Pressing. My bad, chat. Enjoy what you want to enjoy.
Confirm that I saw Michael's, and for what it's worth, a lot of drama comes along
As
with
you
her.
can tell, I
so
hated
would
high
be very
school.
surprised if this were
Got
not
a good
just
time.
some sort of stunt.
Investigators checked the McDonald's surveillance footage in
Dang.
hopes of
His ex said it could have been a stunt. She's in on it, bro.
verifying this claim, only
From
to learn that
elementary
the family was
school.
never at the restaurant.
Ew.
Detectives then confront Sarah with what appears to be a bold-faced lie.
Toxic people.
What's going on?
You're too
Nothing
sweet for
really,
this
at
world.
least on our end. So Michael's been here. This is my understanding of what has happened. I don't know facts about anything other than what I've been told from Michael. He told me
High school.
he and I have split up. I can't take
That's
it anymore. You know, she's making me crazy. This isn't working.
You really
and
are a
kind of vented to me
hometown type
about
of
the
girl,
way things
Tiff.
had been between them for a long time.
Michael texted Sarah on July 11th, 2019.
That'd be a cool name
message
for a
that would
song,
reconnect the
Hometown
somewhat
Girl.
estranged pair. As time went on, several of his messages would convey a rather flirtatious tone, with one reading, "Hey beautiful, just seeing how you're doing."
It's become really pompous and rude. I know what you're saying, but who says pompous? Have you ever said that in real life? Like, you're being pompous. What are you, British? I was homeschooled for most of high school. Right, Tiff got bullied in high school at home by her parents.
In another, he writes,
But
"Miss
that's
you
because
guys,
in
all four of you."
Athens for UGA
Sarah, however,
anyway.
appeared intent on keeping the conversation strictly platonic, replying with, "Miss you too,
Oh, you
friend."
pompous
I,
twat.
previous to us moving here, hadn't really talked to him much. We did
Welcome
not
back,
have
Jep.
a
Jep, did you enjoy your high school years?
great situation with our split up. He
That's what we're
was
talking
also the
about.
cause of a lot of that.
What were kind of things he was saying?
That she's very jealous.
Bullied
He
me.
wasn't allowed. I mean, again, the reason he
Go,
wasn't
Mantha,
really allowed
you're
to
frying
speak to
me.
me for that amount of time was because she was jealous. That she's manipulative and a liar, and that her mother is crazy.
After Michael reconnected with Sarah, he would go on to help watch their 3 shared children while she was at work. During this time, Cameron, Preston, Mercalli, and Diana were all on extended visits with
How the fuck did this guy have so many babies?
family members.
He
Access
told me on
them.
Tuesday that he had
Mine were
found
bad,
out
same
from his
as Kev.
landlord that
How am I frying you? Bro, stop being... You know what you're doing. Stop taking the piss out of me. You're tougher than
trailers
that. You
basically
did no
condemned,
good.
like
That's what I'd
not
be
set up
saying, bro.
correctly. Nobody should be living there. So he
Your
got all
dad
his
sounds like a
stuff
smart
out,
man.
put what he could in a storage shed, and then came here.
Michael has been staying at Sarah's for the
Older
last 2
sister's
weeks,
so much. He still
beginning around late August.
I still got 5. That's creepy, bro. Why would that? I find that weird as fuck, Drake. I'm not gonna lie. No, you're just a bully. Bro,
But at this point, the whereabouts of Casey and her
I'm
4
a
children
nicey.
remains a complete mystery. The detective then goes on to confront Sarah about her inconsistent
How?
claims of seeing the
Bro, it doesn't matter how much you fucking like a child or a child's sibling. You should not just give them all A's just because. Like, that's, first of all, stupid as fuck. Mark is a Nepo baby. Who's Mark? Was my favorite. Bro, he was a fucking goon that preferred one child more than another child and gave you A's. Like, Drake. Bro, Drake's name is Mark now. At the time. Yo, it's Sam with 10 bits. Bro, he needs to, like, bro, if he can't have integrity in the classroom, I don't trust him as a teacher, bro. Had to go Mantha, bro. Go Mantha's got integrity.
Jones family on September 13th, an account she now admits was entirely fabricated.
Mark.
I think I panicked. So I saw the message at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
I was asleep when it came in.
Okay.
And I went to him. I mean, based on our history,
You went to your.
I went to him. He was
Michael.
sleeping in the boys' room.
So
Yes.
you went to Michael.
And
Mommy.
I said, "Why is
This
the Marion
is
County Sheriff's Department trying
insane.
to contact me? Like, what is the deal?" And he didn't seem to have any clue. He didn't understand what was going on. I
My
had also
body,
got a
like,
message from his mom
cringed
last
a
night
little.
about, "Have you talked to Michael?" And I'm like,
It's okay, though. I'll let you guys do your thing.
nobody knew he was staying here, but I'm like, nobody should think to ask me. Like, anyway.
But the detective is still unconvinced of her story, and Sarah
Good.
finally comes.
Might be an unpopular opinion, but I love a good trailer park. Like, do you guys, what is your emotions when you see this? I just think of home. Take me home, country roads.
Clean.
You said you panicked, but you had to have a reason. to make
Honestly,
it.
this isn't even a terrible trailer park, man. This one's actually pretty nice. I don't see trash. I don't see discarded baby strollers. You know, it's a little overgrown, but other than that, this is pretty nice.
Sorry, what? I don't understand why
A double
you made
wide.
it up.
I
Nice.
think in my head, I didn't want to get in trouble.
I didn't get my first double wide until I was 12. Cute inside, who cares? I mean, nah, bro. I would go over to some of my family members and like people we knew, and their trailers were disgusting. In one of those before, British people don't get access to tin canisters to live in. We were brokey. Heidi ho. Bro, look at this nice trailer park we're looking at, Turk.
For him being
Bro, we should take over a trailer park and lease it out to trailer park people and make money off of it.
here.
It seems like almost like a ploy
Little trauma
to
dump.
not us to look for. You see what I'm saying? Like
Okay, no.
I think a trailer's nice as long as it's got underpinning. You know what I mean? That's how you know the classier country people from the trashy ones. If it had underpinning and you can't see underneath it, it's good to go. If not, bro, it's a fucking snake dungeon down there. Bro, I remember so many fucking trailers had to crawl under because the ball would roll under there, or you know whatever reason, bro. Shit was sketchy, bro.
To me, that's what makes sense, and that's what makes sense to Detective Bartlett. So I'm just
My whole
curious,
life.
like, how does that come up?
Other than Michael saying, like, just say you saw me Friday.
Does he tell you to say that?
He did, yes.
When I ask you why don't you just say it, it's because he told me to say it.
Yeah. So
it seems like you're still not being fully forthcoming with me right now.
On cinder blocks.
I really am. He wrote down a couple
You could see him.
notes that he took with him, just like, say you saw me Friday.
And then what does he say?
He just said something about, we met at the McDonald's on Friday in Palatka. And so when I came back from that, I said, you need to get in touch with them. Like, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. They're going to think you did something to your wife, because we all listen to true crime podcasts.
And he's definitely not here.
He's definitely not here, no.
Michael told
It
Sarah
would
he
only
was heading
take
to the
one
police
weird jump
department to clear
inside to make
things
the
up,
whole thing
and he left a
shift off of
voicemail for
them.
one of the detectives.
Right, you could get him with a chisel.
Yes, hi, this is Michael Jones.
You get mad at your parents? Well, I'm gonna flip the house upside down, literally.
And heard through the grapevine actually that I'm trying to contact my wife and I. I am not in town right now. I could be there late this evening, or probably more likely early in the morning. Come to your office and speak with you. You can give me a detailed message whereabouts that is, and as far as what office. You could probably be there as early as 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Thank you.
But this meeting would occur much
Damn.
sooner than anticipated, and under the most
Bro, how
gruesome
could
of
you kill your
circumstances.
babies? Like, look at them, they're so cute. They're just kids, just having fun.
On the evening of September 15th, just one day after Casey and the kids were reported missing, Michael crashed his car across state
Just
lines
stayed
in
there.
Brantley County, Georgia. He alerted the local authorities, where the responding officers instantly took note of a
Damn.
putrid smell emanating from the van.
He wrecked his van with all the bodies in it. I wonder if he was trying to kill them or hurt himself forever.
Michael, in response, offered the
Turn
twisted
12.
reason
Bro,
as to
trailers
why,
float. Don't worry,
stating,
buddy, you'll be
"You may want to
fine."
go ahead and put me in handcuffs because my wife is dead and she is in the vehicle." Tragically, investigators would quickly locate the mother's lifeless body exactly where Michael said she would be. This chilling confession lands him in an
Holy
interrogation
shit.
room with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, where he begins revealing the brutal details surrounding Casey's death. But as disturbing as his account already is, one haunting fact remains. Her 4 children are still missing.
So I've been married to Casey for 2 years now. Been with her about going on 5.
Damn.
And it's been up and down the last couple of years. Been up and down just as far as trials and
Marital problems.
yeah. Just straight out, just nagging and poking and prodding of me verbally. Sure to see my cell phone.
Why don't people just get a divorce?
Not in the cell phone, but do what you want. She's
He's at this point he's trying to make justifications for killing this person. He's like, she wanted to look through my phone. Like, these aren't really good, like, it's not like she was hitting you or threatening to kill the kids.
My face, trying to go to sleep. I got up from the bed, went to the chair. She went over and put the phone in my face, just saying things to me that weren't true.
What was she accusing you of?
Anywhere from me being unfaithful to me being, planning stuff as far as my ex-wife coming down here, and then she shoves me, and then I push her on the bed. I just kept telling her, leave, you just need to leave. We have, a recliner in the trailer, and she, grabbed behind it, had a bat, and I grabbed it from her and pushed her, and she punched and hit me as I started swinging with the bat.
That's what killed me.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
Following his act of rage, Michael
Her boyfriend went outside, climbed upstairs, and punched the AC and get it from her. Did they break up after that? Holy shit. What the fuck? He did all that and he has nothing to hide, huh, too? Bro, if someone does that, they're hiding something, bro. Like, they're for sure hiding something that would get them big time busted. Be okay. I mean, honestly, you know, not anymore, but back in my players days, that's a true player move. D1. Fucking climbing the roof and punching in an AC unit. He smashed his phone right there and destroyed it. Holy shit. Oh, bro, he's got criminal shit on there, bro. He got CP. He got some shit that's gonna send him to jail. What the fuck? Dude, hell nah. Oh my god. Gotta make a call. You call on your manager. Not a call to work, but just for a friendly conversation because you two like each other.
Says he wrapped
Have
Casey in
fun.
plastic, placed her in a plastic bin, and kept her body inside of their bedroom.
Where'd you kill her at?
Live here now.
In
I
the
see
trailer.
why. You're
Did you
silly.
clean up
Right,
everything?
I'm not.
It's still there.
Super chill.
I mean, I tried to clean up, the walls that splatter and stuff on it.
Casey's murder took place on July 10th, 2019, while the 4 children were sleeping inside the home. According to Michael, he told the kids that he and Casey were, quote,
Holy
taking a
fuck.
break whenever
This
they
guy
would
looks
ask about their
insane.
mother. And just one day after the murder, Michael sent a text to his ex-wife, Sarah.
In my experience in the last 4.5 years with her and her mother, this is probably blown way out of proportion. Mm-hmm. I don't believe anything has happened to
He
her.
murdered the
I think
bat.
she's sitting in a hotel with her 4 kids somewhere, probably laughing at everybody.
The whole time
I'm
this
not
is
sincerely
going on, are
curious.
people asking
Bro, I wasn't curious, bro. I just like to make up random things in my head.
where she is, or
Not at first. Wasn't for a few weeks here and there that her mother would ask, like, where she was or whatever. And then I would drop the girls off, like I said, with her into land every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, people would ask every once in a while, and I had her phone, so I would say, hey, I would talk as her, basically.
Michael says he eventually
Dang,
put
bruh.
Casey's body in their van, driving around with her, quote, on and off. Sarah would come to this sickening realization after learning what she believed was impossible.
So I assume he was driving around my boys in his van with, a dead body. When I found out on Monday that they found Casey's body, I had to leave work, and my deepest
Don't play in my face.
Hurt those kids.
Sadly, Casey's murder was only the beginning of a series of unthinkable violence, as less than a
What
month
the
later, Michael's
fuck?
attention turned to her 4 innocent children.
like nobody knows where your
Up
kids
a
are.
bit. This one is
Something happened with
nuts.
them. Now's the time. You've been carrying this for a while, but we got to know where. I need to know where his kids are. Something happened with them. You got to let me know, man.
They're all gone.
All 4 of them.
Holy
I just
shit.
realized, school is starting. The boys are school age, and I started just choking out.
The interrogation is temporarily paused, but Michael would be in the same chair just hours later, detailing
What
the
the
horrific
fuck?
murders of those he was supposed to protect.
I strangled Cameron in his room. I was on top of him.
In the bed?
Yeah. And then,
did he say anything? Did he?
Pulled him to the ground and just kept holding on until he stopped moving.
Did he scratch you? Did he injure you? Was he kicking around or anything?
It's kicking, yeah.
Okay. How long did it take?
Holy fuck.
Like forever.
Was he on his back or was he facing you?
No, face down.
Face down?
Face down.
Did you use your hands or did you use your like with
hands mainly?
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think at one point he was on his back and
what the fuck?
Did Preston hear what was going on with Cameron when it was going on? Did he wake up?
No.
Preston was sleeping just feet away during his older brother's murder. Michael
Holy
placed Cameron's body
shit,
inside
bro.
of a suitcase, leaving it in the trailer. The next morning, Preston woke up asking where his brother had gone. Tragically, it would only take one day for the siblings to be reunited.
Jesus Christ.
He had I put a zip tie thing around his neck, and I put him in the tub.
And then how soon after that did
Holy
you decide
shit.
you're going to go ahead and put the zip tie on Preston?
I grabbed him from the bed the next night.
He was asleep when you went in.
Yeah. The way it happened with Cameron, I figured that, you know, my hands were hurting, and I clicked in my head that I had zip ties somewhere. Took him off the bed and took that around his, put it around his neck, and then brought him in the bathroom.
Michael
Holy
held Preston
shit.
underwater, killing the 4-year-old.
What the
Investigators
fuck?
would later speak to Cameron and Preston's father, telling him the heartbreaking news.
He didn't even get his birthday. Did they make it to school? Oh my god.
The brothers
the
are believed
fuck?
to have been
Did they
murdered
make it
in
to school?
mid-August. Preston's birthday was August 22nd. He was just a few short days away from turning 5 years old. According to Michael, Preston's body was left in a trash bag inside the bathroom for several days before he placed the boys in separate plastic bins, with Cameron still enclosed inside the suitcase.
This is actually nuts.
I gotta ask, what were you trying to accomplish, do you think?
The darkest evil.
In a text sent
Bro,
just 1
this is
month prior to
insane.
Cameron and Preston's deaths, Michael reveals his hostile feelings toward the boys, writing to Sarah, "I will be honest, I hate these two boys. I hope
What
she
the
takes them
fuck?
soon." However, Michael never expressed
What did
these
she
two
respond?
boys.
Not working. Throw the. Oh, these are all from and not to. Okay.
I hope she takes them soon. However, Michael never expressed these thoughts to their father, who
Jesus.
tells investigators that his most recent interaction with the suspect was unusually cordial.
I never trusted him, and I didn't know what he was capable of.
And you don't trust them
first.
If you don't trust them, why would you ever leave them with someone you don't trust?
From the mall to bring them back to Georgia to spend my 2 weeks with them, you know, Michael got out of the van, and it was really shocking, sir, because Michael had this like huge apology. You know, he's like, I just want to apologize, like, for believing everything that Casey's said about you, about how, you know, you apparently abused her every day and you hit the kids and you did this and that, when clearly I know that that wasn't true, and I know the kind of woman that she is. The part that was
Holy
weird, sir,
shit.
is he was really cool with me. You know, like he
The
was my home.
murderer. Oh, he'll
You
get
know, like,
fucked
we were
up in
best
prison,
friends.
bro, if he doesn't get the death
He
penalty.
was like, but I want you to see your children more. I want you to do this and that. And so I'm thinking, man, you know, like, I mean, this is great. You know, I'm thinking something, at least he's normal or halfway is normal, you know, and we even hugged. You know, he shook my hand. It's almost like that was his apology for everything that he had done. And here I was, you know, I took it hook, line, and sinker, you know, because I'm a forgiving guy.
Michael admits that
Bro, the way he casually got on and talk about himself and I'm a forgiving guy, I would still be crying over my 2 kids just dying. Because what the fuck?
wanted to turn himself in for all 3 murders, even sitting outside a police department with
Bro,
Mercury,
I would be on the floor like screaming and bawling.
Ali and Ayana in the car. Instead, he drove away, a decision that would seal the fate of his 2 youngest children, starting with 2-year-old Mercury.
Bro, there's literally more.
Had the tub filled, and I put my hands around her throat, put her in the tub face down. And the same thing with the baby.
And
yeah.
Immediately after?
Yeah.
So before you decided to do this, were you
shit.
angry?
Casey Anthony.
I guess.
Look at me. Who's that?
Holy fuck, bro.
Was that you?
The murders occurred shortly before Labor Day weekend. At the end
Dude,
of
that's
August
actually, this is
2019.
actually usually
killing-
not in like a fucking like, oh, I'm so edgy way. Like, there's a lot of true crimes and like they're like, yep, she was shot in the bathroom from behind, and then he like went on the run, and like there's not a lot that really like kind of like jars me. Like I always feel bad, like I want to see one time, but like this one is actually like holy shit, this one's heavy.
Mercalli and Diana, Michael placed the girls together in a plastic bin and put them in the van alongside Cameron and Preston. However, the children were not inside of the car when Casey's body was discovered. But detectives still have one final question for Michael.
Was it all about just at that point just trying to
Artists,
see
yeah,
if you
and
could get away
animals.
with it? Is that trying to stay out of jail, or was it? Do you think
Like that one lady we watched where she didn't like her boyfriend's dog, so she was slowly poisoning it, and then like the mom caught it on camera.
there was some sort of emotional aspect to being so mad at her for treating you the way she did over those last few months?
Doesn't even make
Walk me
sense.
through that a little if you can.
I don't know. It's a little bit of both of what you just said.
Right.
There was an aspect of them being part of their mother, and I didn't know what to do. As far as I just could not open my mouth. I couldn't.
He hated his wife so much he couldn't divorce them. The clear option was to murder her and your children. Even if you don't like her, you could murder her and give the kids to protected services, the other mother, like whatever. Like what the fuck?
Make that step to say somebody help
That's
me.
insane.
After crossing into Georgia on September 15th, Michael says he disposed of the children in a wooded area shortly before the crash. He would lead investigators back to the scene, where all 4 bodies were recovered. When asked why he didn't dispose of Casey's body, Michael offers no explanation, telling detectives that he doesn't know.
I didn't want her to marry Mike. I knew something was wrong, but I just couldn't pinpoint why I didn't like him.
Michael was charged with
Yeah,
4 counts of
damn.
murder in the first degree and 1 count of murder in the second degree. According to court transcripts, Michael's defense argued that he suffered from delusions and delirium, citing statements he made to mental health clinicians in which he said he heard Casey's voice after her death, urging him to reunite the children with their mother. According to Michael, Casey's
What
voice
the
also told
fuck?
him the family would be resurrected together. On this basis, the defense asked the jury to spare his life and instead sentence him to life in prison without the possibility of parole, but the argument failed to persuade them. Michael was found guilty on all
God
charges
damn.
and received a life sentence for the second-degree murder of Casey.
That's insane.
For the murders of the 4 children, he was sentenced to death. In
Fuck
2023, Michael appealed his first-degree murder convictions and death sentences. However, the ruling was affirmed in 2025. He is currently being held on death row. Watch our full
Dang,
videos
bro.
as they were originally made, with no randomly muted
Doing
words
something
or
about
details cut.
something, bro.
We've
I
also
don't
dropped
know.
brand new EWU videos available only on
That's
EW+.
fucking intense.
Available now.